Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 3DSWare review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Fallblox, or Crashmore as it's called in the States, which is basically a sequel in mind, I suppose, not in body, to Pullblox or Pushmore. Basically, this is as much as a sequel to that as Meteos would be to Tetris. The two gameplay dynamics are completely different. I mean, just because you like one doesn't mean you're going to like the other, but personally I think both are great, and I think it's probably unfair to say that this one's better than the other one, like everyone's saying, because I think they're both unique and they're both amazing puzzle games in their own right, so I wouldn't really say this is better. It's only better if you like the gimmick more. At the start, you can go into your file, and then you've got a couple choices. You can go the Papa blocks, and you can view tutorials. You can go into training, where there's 90 training modes. You can either beat them as regular puzzles, or you can have them beaten for you. Then you have to beat them, so it shows you what to do, and then you have to do, and it's actually a great learning tool, teaching you how to do the things that you've just then saw. You can go into your extras, which you can rewatch opening and things like that. You can it's just a nice little, well, extra, but it's nothing major. You can go into the options where you can view your controls. You can on the top screen you can change them on the bottom and change things around, but you can't change much, just pretty much the camera. You can then go to Fallblox Park where you play. You can go into Fallblox Studio where you can create levels just like you could in the last one. I've created a level here, right, just to simply show how basic, well, it is a basic one, but it's basically show you how easy it is to create anything, even if it's basic. So I've created 3 lines, pull one of them out, the blocks fall down, jump up to the goal, done. Once you've beat the level you've created, you can then get a QR code and send it out to other people. You have to prove that it's beatable before you're allowed to send it, so I like that. You can create like 100 puzzles, and like store 100 puzzles pretty much. You might want to create any, you might just want to store some. And I'd like to think that some people out there were going to be able to create amazing levels using the gist, because this one, you've got 100 levels and you've got the 90 training missions, and then you've got some special stages as well. And Pushmore, Pushblock, or Pullblox, whatever you want to call the first one, the whole point is you could pull things out and put them back in, and they were on 3 planes. This, it's totally different. This, you can move things around, fully 3-dimensional. You can move the camera and things like that. It doesn't matter if you're on an edge anymore. So for example, I think I'll be able to set it up here. Yes, I should be able to. On Pullblox, you wouldn't be able to pull this out, but on this one, you can do. Fallblox, I keep forgetting that. It's because I want to call it Crushmore, which isn't even one of the names. It's Crashmore, but because I play Crush on the 3DS as well, I keep amalgamating the two to make Crushmore. So anyway, but on Fallblox, you can actually pull things out and you can fall down. You're no longer tied to the 3 planes. It means that challenge-wise, it creates a whole new beast, and there's just a load more things to do. That's why I mean that if you like one, you're not going to like the other one, but and if you're a master of one, you're not necessarily going to be a master of the other one. However, you can do pretty much a load of the things that you could on the last one. So move the camera around, you can zoom in and out, you can hold L to rewind time. So if you accidentally reset a puzzle by jumping on this, which you can reset a puzzle just like on the last one, you can rewind and it goes back to the way it was. And the whole point is you get the bird at the top instead of the kid at the top, or the flag at the top when you build a level yourself, and you go on to the next puzzle and do it again. Some puzzles are absolutely insanely difficult, some are insanely easy, some you'll take seconds on, some you'll take hours or days on. It's just one of those things that everyone's different. Everyone will beat levels at a different pace and struggle on different areas. There's not much really else I can say about the game. I mean, graphically it looks great. Musically, it's the same style of music that you'll get irritated by after about 5 or 6 minutes of it, and you'll probably never want to hear it again, just like on the last game. There's not much else though I really can say, as I say, because it's just your standard puzzle game, with the fact that once you've learnt the gimmick, there's nothing much else to do. I mean, there are a couple differences with their puzzles. I mean, some puzzles you'll get blocks that you can't actually move, like they won't actually fall down. So they're like totally defy the laws of gravity. You'll get doors as well, so you can teleport to different areas of the map, so you'll have to set things up miles away and then teleport to get back to where you need to go do it. To then continue building and destroying and whatever you want to call it, moving the blocks around to then get to the goal. But now that I've been able to show off and explain the gameplay mechanic a bit, basically what I'm hoping for with the DLC levels is, as you can probably tell here, these aren't exactly pictures or anything. What I'd love is to download a QR code of someone who's built a level that's just like a wall of mess. It's nothing, but by completing it, it would have to be a level where there's only one definitive solution, and by completing it, all of the pieces fall together in order to create a picture. I think that would be not only showing off someone's amazing artistic talent, I think it would be just a genius thing to be able to get QR codes like that, because it's quite nice when you can make pictures out of blocks that are falling and that, and it would just, it's something that I definitely would not be able to do myself, because I just don't have the time or anything like that to be able to get good enough to do that. But I'd love to be getting some QR codes like that, because you could get some amazing QR codes on push blocks even, or push more, whatever you want to call the first one. I'm going to, from now on, refer to them as Game 1 and Game 2, even though they're not strictly sequels. You could get some amazing QR codes on Game 1, and I hope you can get some amazing QR codes on Game 2 as well. But that is pretty much all I can say. If you liked the first one, I definitely think it's worth giving this a try, because I think it's fantastic. But as I say, because it's a totally different dynamic, it's a different beast, animal, if you would rather say something like that, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like this. It's just, as I say, if you like the gimmick or not that's on this particular puzzle game. It's the same as just because you like Tetris, you're not going to like Meteos. Just because you like Meteos, you're not going to like Portal, you know, things like that. It's just something though that it's well worth giving a try if you've got the spare cash, because for how much gameplay and content you're getting, I think it's an absolutely fantastic title. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.